So this is the 1,000 mile plus my 119 kit install on the Harley Davidson Street Glide. So you see right here we got the 119 kit installed. That includes the Harley Davidson torque cam, the larger pistons, and larger cylinders. So we are now 119 CI, and it's increased the horsepower and the torque. You know that this motorcycle started off as a 107, and I just got 1,000 miles on that. I did not get the 119 kit installed until after I had 700 miles on the motorcycle. And coming off of a Street Bob with the 114 motor onto a 107 Street Glide. Now you gotta think the Street Bob is 200 plus pounds lighter than this thing, with a bigger motor and more torque and more horsepower. So automatically I was underwhelmed by the 107. So I was able to work into this deal, getting the 119 kit stage 3 installed for less than it would be for me to purchase the Street Glide Special with the 114, and definitely less than it would be for me to purchase the Street Glide ST with the 117. Now with the Special, the things I've got that are different than the or with the standard, the things I've got different than the Special is that I've got a chrome engine and exhaust. This dash is not as fancy. It's a plain dash, plasticky dash. I don't have the Daymaker headlight up front, and you see these bags are just a little bit shorter, but from my understanding it's no less volume. So to me it was more important for the engine size, so I was able to work in getting this 119 kit installed for less than the Street Glide Special. So the Street Glide Special is $30,000, basically $29.99 I think out the door, and or not out the door, standard listing price, MSRP. So Street Glide Special's MSRP is $30,000, $29.99, and I was able to get out the door, trading in my Street Bob of course, with this motorcycle for $23,000. So now you gotta factor in how much they gave me for my Street Bob / how much I owed on the Street Bob, and all that. So if you're like me, you would much rather have the larger engine than the aesthetics of the Street Glide Special. The engine is what makes it. So coming off the 114 Street Bob to the 107, I was underwhelmed. It didn't have nowhere near enough power for me. The 107, it just didn't have enough torque. It wasn't fast enough for me. So those 700 miles, I realized that I was super happy that I got the 119 kit, because I came off of the Street Bob with a 114. So definitely, now that I've got the 119 in here, I've got the horsepower, I've got the torque, and this thing feels incredible. It feels a lot better. So you guys tell me in the comments, what do you think? Would you rather have, personally, a Street Glide standard with a 119 stage 3, or pay more for a Street Glide Special with a 114, but the aesthetics of it? And again, you know, I've got the white gauges, but I think that Harley missed the mark on the white gauges, because white gauges in sports cars mean that, you know, it is it's performance, and the black gauges are for the standard cars. So let's crank this thing up and see what it sounds like. Now I've already warmed it up, so you're gonna it shouldn't idle long. So you know, I got the torque cam in this, and I'd already replaced the air filter, so I've got the K&N high flow air filter on it, and I had the Vance & Hines Torquer 450 slip-ons. So later on I'll replace the rest of the exhaust. but I don't know now with the catalytic converter issue and everything that we got to deal with that's been put down by the federal government, that now aftermarket exhausts have to have catalytic converters in them. So let's go for a ride so you can so I can give you my example of what it feels like going down the street. Let's get that first gear roll on in there too. There you go. Rewind this. Oh, I hit it for a red limiter. Yeah, hit the red limiter real well. After 2 years, I'll get a different tune put on, a different tuner, and it'll go up to like, what, 6,500 RPM. Yeah, we'll see what happens after that, after the 2 years. Yeah, so coming off of the Street Bob 114, and going to a 107 is an underwhelming experience. You don't have the horsepower, you don't have the torque. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the 107 motor. It's a fantastic motor, and I'm sure if you were to put an aftermarket cam in it, it would give you what you needed. But it wasn't doing it for me. And all I had on the Street Bob was stage 1. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. That feeling, look at that, how quickly, yeah, no. There's a big difference. The 119 to the 107, stage 3, with the Harley cam, torque cam, is a big screaming eagle difference. How about that? Yeah, it's a big screaming eagle difference in the motorcycle. Now, I'm sure if I was to put a aftermarket cam from Fueling or S&S in here, that it would be even more powerful, and that's coming. But I'm going to get past this 2-year warranty first, because my 2-year warranty with this 119 kit is intact. I still have full warranty with all these parts on here because they're Screaming Eagle parts. So that's another reason to go with Screaming Eagle if you don't want to shop a motorcycle shop yourself. I mean, if I own a shop, of course I put in what I wanted to. But most people don't own their own shop, and you're a little guy like me swimming in a big lake, so you get what you can. And this 119 is definitely something. Yeah, you see right there, this thing will move. Oh, hooey. Hauling ass. Now, it's not an ass eater like a Harley Davidson. What's that Tennessee Harley Davidson dealer? That's the ass eater torque cam and everything else, or the S&S products they put in it. Yeah, but this thing is amazing. It's a lot of fun. Now that I've got the 119 in here, again with the 107, for me, I'm not bashing the 107 at all. But just coming from a 114 Street Bob to a 107 Street Glide with 200 plus pounds extra, it was underwhelming. I didn't feel like I had anything in the engine bay, and now I do. So you guys tell me, what do you think? What would you rather have personally? Would you rather have a pay less, of course, for a Street Glide standard, pay less for a Street Glide standard with a 119 kit, or pay more for the 114 and the Street Glide Special? Now, it all depends on who you are. I'm not knocking anybody with a Street Glide Special. They are nice looking motorcycles, and you know what, chrome is outdated. It does cost more to put the chrome on than say it does the blacked out version, but Harley's making money by not spending the money on the Street Glide Special for the chrome and blacking it out. I mean, everybody knows it just costs more to chrome plate things or powder coat things, but It's supply and demand. Right now, demand is better for a blacked out version. Yeah. You see that? This thing will haul up. So, what would you guys rather have? Would you rather have the 119 Stage 3 for $23,000 or whatever you could get it at your dealership? Installed definitely less than the Street Glide Special. I mean, it's a $2,000 kit, and you know the dealership is not paying $2,000 for that kit because they're going to make their money too. So when they came back with the second offer and told me $23,000, I said, okay, I'll pay you $23,000 for the bike if you give me a 119 kit, Stage 3, and you give me a sissy bar. And they came back and said, yeah, we'll do it. So if you guys can do that, same thing, you know, to me, the motor is a bigger selling point than the aesthetics of the bike. Now, I've got the form and function of everything else. I've got the radio, I've got the speakers that come with the other one. I got plenty of room in the bags. This does not bother me. I'm not really a fancy type guy anyway. The Daymaker headlight, now I would like to get that in the future. I'm not saying I'm going to buy Harleys because that's $900+. I'm probably going to find some aftermarket part to replace that for $500 or less, just because I'm a cheap ass. But yeah, to me this is way better than a 114 Special, especially since my wife has a 117 in her lowrider ST. So, which already the lowrider ST does feel more powerful than my 119, but that's because her bike weighs 100 pounds less. But again, I've still got to get this thing tuned. I got to get the correct, well, I got a correct map in it, but you know, I bought that $500 Harley tuner to put the tune in this, to put the tune in this motorcycle for the Stage 3. And Harley Davidson did not release the tune for it, so the dealership, Seminole Harley, had to turn around and pay an additional $240 for the tune that I got in this motorcycle here. They had to pay an additional $240, and my $500 tuner was no good, worthless, because it didn't have the tune for it. There wasn't anything in there for Harley Davidson, for the Harley dealer to put in my motorcycle for the Stage 3. They had the Stage 1. I don't know if they had the Stage 2. I didn't check on that, but I was able to download the Stage 1 map in this bike prior to getting the 119 kit put in. And in my wife's bike, the Lowrider ST, they still have not released the Stage 1 kit for the Lowrider ST in that tuner. So we paid $1,000 for 2 tuners, and we haven't been able to use either one of them. Now I'm waiting on word back from Harley Davidson, what they're going to do for us, if anything at all, and we will let you know in the future what Harley said they're going to do for us, since they released these tuners without the tune in them, and they were no good for us whatsoever. And now they had to call the dealership and verify the information we gave them, and they're supposed to be getting back with us. That's been last week since they could talk to us. I'm still waiting to hear anything back from them. There's a popo trying to ruin someone's day. Good thing I'm not speeding now, or was, or anything like that. But yeah, so the tuner is worthless depending on what motorcycle you have and what tune you want put in it. For the 2023s, that is. So hopefully they come out with it soon, what you need, and it will be a good product eventually. But I could have got a Power Commander 6 for less money and got more horsepower out of this thing, for sure. I know a Power Commander 6 would have came in here and it would just make it better. But you know, I'm trying to keep the warranty, stay factory for the first 2 years, and keep that 2-year warranty. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. What am I gonna do? I can't let them say that my warranty is no good, so I'm keeping that. So yeah, you guys tell me, what would you rather have? Would you rather have the 119 in the standard, or would you rather have the 114 in the special? Yeah, the special does have a little bit nicer looks to it. I'm not doubting that. I'm not saying it doesn't by any means. That's why it's a special and this is standard. So you guys tell me what you think, and thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for us. Deuces.